Hey, this is Max, the musician's friend. We're here at Winter NAMM 2018 in the DW booth, and we're chatting with John Good. How's it going, John?
Max, it's good to see you again.
Good to see you, too.
When was the last time we saw each other? I think
Probably this time last year.
we did, yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, probably about this time last year. We're
Changed a bit.
Thank you. You, too. We're looking at a new kit today. Do you want to tell us all about it?
Okay, this is a kit, by the way, everybody. Welcome to NAMM in our booth at DW. And this is one of my latest wood hunts that I went on, and this is the result of it all. And the result came from an email I got from somebody who said, look, you don't know me. I guessed at your email address, and is this really you? Because my family cuts timber in Tasmania. Now, I've gone to Europe, and we've done a lot of work there. All over the United States, done a lot of work there. Asia, all these Canada, you know, we've had the benefit of all these beautiful, beautiful natural resources. And of course, we're always very kind to do what we do and make sure that there's credentials and that we're doing the right thing, et cetera, et cetera. So this gentleman, I checked all that out. He says, no, we cut this black heart sassafras. And he says, have you ever been to Tasmania? Now, back in 1985, I worked with Men at Work, and it was Colin Hay, who was my boss at that time, because, you know, Don and I didn't have a lot of cash, so I went down there to try and pick up the slack, right? But I always went with the notion that I want to try a new double pedal. I want to see what stand breaks down, what, you know, holds up to everything. It was with Chad Wackerman, who was here, by the way, today. Anyway, so I hadn't been there before, but I had always dreamed about going to Tasmania because I did a whole lot of time in Australia, which is an incredibly beautiful country. And the lore of the people and all of the traditions and the legends are just, they're so thick. And if we had more time, I'd tell you more. But so I go down, and it's a very different experience. It's an experience where I'm used to great big factories and you know, huge machinery and all these, you know, millions of people buzzing around in hundreds of thousands of square feet factories. And this was a pretty small place, but the heart and soul of the people that I met and I worked with are second to none. And they were so wonderfully accommodating and kind to us. I was there with my wife, Esther, and my dearest friend, Bill Mackin. And they were taking care of me because my back was bothering me at the time. So everybody was like being really cool, but here I am in this little tiny facility with one saw, and there's no front door on the place, and the wind's coming in. Don't forget, our summer is their winter, and vice versa, you know, it goes the other way. So we're down there in Southern California clothes, and it's cold. And a big storm kicks up, and our shoes are sinking in mud this deep. And they're cutting this wood, and I'm going, geez, it's in this little place. We had a 55-gallon drum with wood stuffed in it on fire. That was our heater. And I said, guys, you know, because of my back, when you get it all together, is there an office I can go sit in? And they went, this is it. There's no office. So we sat there. It was charming. It was an incredible experience. The people just really made me happy. And when they cut this log, they cut it in quarters. They cut a quarter off here, quarter off there, and the other side. And then when they buzzed through the heart of this thing and they moved it over and splashed some water on it, that's what you see. That is the black heart sassafras. It's indigenous to Tasmania. The trees grow. There's a lot of wild weather down there, and what happens is that sometimes the top part of the tree gets a little bit knocked off and exposed, and rain and moisture gets down into the heart of the tree, and it trickles down pretty much like spalting, right. And the colors start stretching out and turning into this gorgeous heart. And so you have to have patience. You have to know what you're doing. You have to let it really work its natural wonder. And when you cut that and you slice this baby open, and when you see what's inside, it's like I'm in the right part of the world right now. This is where I need to be. I was so excited about this. And I'm extremely happy to be able to bring this to NAMM this year. We'll be making 200 kits, and the outside skin is the sassafras, the inside core, the rest of the shell is all Blackwood, Tasmanian, Australian Blackwood. Now this is a cousin to koa. Koa, you know, they make a lot of ukuleles and guitars out of. So it's a tone wood. It's like that. So the sound of these drums, I encourage any of you. We do have some videos where you've got a video on this, so people can actually hear these drums. It's like nothing you've really ever experienced. So making these 200 kits, and by the way, hustle to Musician's Friend as fast as you can to secure one of these guys, because they're not all going to be made at the same time. The beauty of it is we get to do this throughout the year, and we get to see this gorgeous timber and deliver these drums. And believe me, the smiles on drummers' faces are going to be big and beautiful. So it's all pure Tasmanian, and when you see this and hear it in the context of a retail environment, you'll be able to go, wow, this is something that's very special, and we're really happy to be able to deliver this to you guys.
Well, John, thank you so much. Great seeing you as always, and thank you. And if you want to learn more and get your order in now before everyone else does, head to musiciansfriend.com.